We have got some new Big Run info, so what I thought I would do is round it all up into a video talking about everything we know about Big Run so far. So make sure you are hitting that subscribe button to keep up to date with all of the latest Big Run info and Splatoon 3 news in general. So pretty much the only thing we officially know from Nintendo is that Big Run is a new limited timed game mode in Splatoon 3 where we can play salmon run on multiplayer stages. Nintendo did say that pretty much the game mode will take place every few months, and that is the only official thing we know from Nintendo at the moment. The rest of the info that I will be talking about in this video was found in the files of the game, so some of the stuff might change between now and when we do get our first Big Run event, so keep that in mind when you are listening to this information. So pretty much people did find that Big Run will work similar to how Splatfest work in the game at the moment, so there will be an announcement for whenever a Big Run does take place. The Big Run then does happen, and afterwards there will be a results sort of system as well for Big Run. People came up with some really cool and creative sort of Big Run announcement sort of videos, but it does look like Nintendo will be sticking to the same sort of thing they have done in the game at the moment. So Big Run announcements will work similar to Salmon Run announcements, the only difference being on the TV screen, instead of it being orange, it will be purple. Deep Cut will then have some generic dialogue for Big Run, and then they will talk about this specific stage that will be taking place for that Big Run event. So the first one will be on Wahoo World, it looks like, because that is what was in the direct. So Deep Cut will have specific dialogue for Wahoo World, and for every single stage Big Run will happen on. It looks like Splatsville will change in its appearance, because whenever a Big Run does take place there will be Big Run posters and graffiti all over Splatsville, and up in the sky there will be an apocalyptic sort of skybox up there as well. Big Run does have its own tutorial, and it also has a separate employee handbook. It is round about 3 pages long at the moment, but that will probably change by the time we do get the Big Run event for the first time in Splatoon 3. You will get a high score during a Big Run event, which is determined by how many golden eggs you have collected during a Big Run event, and on the final results screen you will get either a gold, silver or bronze trophy, which is determined by that high score. Your current score and ranking will be displayed next to your job title and near the salmon meter whenever a Big Run is happening, so you can keep on top of your score at the time. So that is pretty cool. So also after the final results you will get a reward in Splatsville. We don't know what this reward will be, but maybe it will be Super Sea Snails, or maybe it will be scales to be spent in Salmon Run, because they can be quite hard to get hold of. So maybe Big Run will be another way to get silver and gold scales a little bit more easily. So that is pretty much everything we know about Big Run. So when will Big Run take place? It doesn't look like it will be in November, because there is not enough data currently in the game for us to get Big Run at the moment. We need another update to add in more content for Big Run, and we know that the next big update for Splatoon 3 will be when the season does end at the end of this month. So pretty much we will not get a Big Run this month. There is a possibility that we will get it in Season 2, which does go on from December all the way up until the end of February. So we might not even get Big Run this year. So we might have to wait a little bit longer into 2023 for us to get Big Run. So yeah, that is pretty much everything I need to talk about in this video. I will see you in another video soon.